Ladies and gentlemen, now that the NFL draft is behind us and NFL free agency is behind us, it is time to circle back to the almighty annual video of how excited I am to watch every NFL team. But also just like to mention that just because I'm excited to watch a team does not mean I think they're going to be good. This is in no way, shape, or form like a win total projection or anything. Couple of plugs before we get into the video. Don't forget to use code Wyatt's World on G Fuel, Waggle, or Prize Pick. By using my codes on G Fuel or Waggle, you'll save a discount on any of their products, and by using it at sign up on Prize Picks, you're guaranteeing yourself to win a free $50 with your first $5 entry. But that's all I've got for plugs. Always remember to play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Okay, folks, so here we are at the list, and even though it's pretty self-explanatory, we'll run through it anyway. At the top, we've got the teams that I can't wait to watch. Under that, we've got the teams where I'm pretty stoked. In the middle, we've got the teams that I'm not really excited, but I also won't mind watching them. Under that, we've got the snoozers, and at the bottom are the teams where, well, I literally do not care. That also doesn't have to mean they're terrible if they're down here, by the way. It just means what it says. I don't care. So, starting off, we have the Bengals. Usually, I would be pretty stoked to watch one of the most exciting offenses in football, but with what they did to their secondary and after what happened with their secondary last year, I'm kind of in the middle with them. Like, obviously, I don't mind watching the Bengals, but I can't say I'm super jacked up or anything because I think they're going to run into a lot of the similar problems this upcoming season that they ran into last year. Now, moving on, we have Jacksonville. I'm in the middle with them, too. I'm honestly more scared than I am excited. Like, obviously, Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, they're going to be exciting. But I'm scared to watch Trevor Lawrence. I am, because if he's not good, it's going to be the end. Also, I don't think they took enough initiative to improve their run game at all this offseason. Like, they drafted a couple of guys late, but they're still rolling with ETN and Bigsby, which Bigsby is good. But I wouldn't say he's established. I don't think they have a proven running back right now on their roster. Now moving on, we have the Broncos. I'm pretty stoked, I can't lie. They had a really good offseason, dude. Like, their defense is gonna knock the living piss out of people. I know I might also be one of the only ones who is super excited to watch this, but Evan Ingram, like, I feel like he is really gonna change the offense there too. Plus the running back they grabbed out of UCF, RJ Harvey, looks like he's gonna be a fucking machine. Now moving on, we have the Saints, snoozers. I'll be more interested to watch him if this Tyler Shaw guy ends up playing, but like right now, I just don't care about that many aspects of this team, and I don't think Kellen Moore is really going to show a lot of change there either. Now moving on, we have the Dolphins. I'm sorry, I literally don't fucking care. This is the team that cried wolf for like 3 years. They were supposed to really push through and, you know, threaten the AFC, and they never did. And now they're getting rid of Jalen Ramsey, who is supposed to be the key, and Tyreek is teasing a trade every other week. I just can't say I'm excited in any way to watch the Dolphins. Now moving on, we have the Giants. Not excited, but I also won't mind watching them. They just didn't change their offense enough to draw me in at all. I think they've got a really disruptive defense and a fantastic wide receiver one, but the rest of the team outside of Tyrone Tracy is just, it's unmotivating to me. Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, they're not terrible, but they've been the same guys for what, fucking 4 years now? Plus, I really think they needed to get like an offensive, you know, game-changing tight end, and they did not fucking do that. Now moving on, we have the Vikings. Obviously, I can't wait to watch the Vikings. I'm a Minnesota resident. I love watching the Vikings every Sunday. But I just gotta say it, you know, and I was kind of nice about it Monday. I don't love their draft. I've decided that. I don't love the Vikings draft at all. Like I said in the video, I don't think it changed really anything about the team. That being said, the team has a shit ton of talent. They had a wonderful offseason, and like I've said before, as long as JJ is not Nathan Peterman, the Vikings are going to be a playoff contending team. Now we got the Rams. Always excited to watch the Rams, dude. Always excited to watch them. I feel bad too. You know, I used to call Matt Stafford the subway at quarterback because, you know, he's consistent and good, not the most exciting thing in the world. No, Matt Stafford is pretty fucking exciting. That entire offense is exciting. Their head coach is exciting. Jared Verse is exciting. You know that feeling you got as a kid when you walked into like an arcade and you had $5 to go play anything you wanted? That's how I feel when the Rams come on TV. Now we've got the Bucks. I'm pretty stoked to watch them. I always talk up their offense. I think it's fucking electric, but I think their defense is actually pretty underrated too. I mean, obviously I love Antoine Winfield Jr. and they picked up Reddick this offseason, but I think Kalijah Cansey is going to be a pretty big focal point of this season. I mean, he missed the start of the season last year, and then once he warmed up, he recorded sacks in 4 straight games. I think the patience of his injury is definitely paying off. Now we've got the Lions. I guess I'm excited to watch him. I can't say I can't wait to watch him anymore, though. I think they're a great team. They're exciting to watch, but at this point, we just know what we're getting with them. Now moving on, we got the Bears. I mean, after this offseason, I'm definitely stoked to watch them. That doesn't mean I'm giving in to the Kool-Aid again. I won't poison myself. But being eager to see if they can finally punch through and be the team that they're advertised to be for once, well, it's kind of a thriller. And now we got the 49ers. Not excited, but also won't really mind watching them. Just paid Kittle a shit ton of money. They're rumored to give Purdy $50 million a year now, which I think would be a catastrophic mistake. Either way, I think their offense should still perform. I just don't think their defense is going to be nearly as good as it previously was. Now moving on, we have the Eagles. I'm kind of in the middle with them. Like, obviously they're elite, but they also beat the game. They're world champions. There's nothing more to watch for the Eagles right now unless you want to watch them repeat, which unless you're a fan of the Eagles, you don't want to see that. Moving on, we have the Raiders, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but for the first time in a long time, I can't wait to watch the Raiders because I think they're going to be a decent functional team. And if they are, that will actually make that division like really, really entertaining. Also, I really want to watch Ashton Genty play. That guy looks like he's going to be like Marshawn Lynch times 6. Now moving on, we have Dallas, and this is the first for me in a while, but I'm being serious, man. I don't fucking care about them. I've had their back and been excited for them for years now, and this year, like, it's just like, I don't care. Even after their pretty damn good draft, I don't care. You know, I do blame part of the fact that their offense is just the same damn mess it was last year, but also signing probably the most unmotivating head coach out of any signing this offseason, it really doesn't help. Cleveland, snoozers until Shador starts, and I mean, that's pretty much just how I look at it. This team is gonna be fucking terrible. You know they're gonna be really bad. Just how long are they gonna make us wait before they play the guy who probably should have gone 3 rounds sooner? Moving on, we got the Ravens. Pretty stoked. They're definitely a draw. I go out of my way to watch the Ravens. I wish they would have gotten more than 1 receiver in the damn draft, but they did have a good draft, and obviously watching Lamar Jackson is a thrilling experience in itself. Green Bay, right in the middle, smack dab. Did watch some Matthew Golden highlights though, and I will say I do continue to think the guy is fucking tiny, but I see why they're excited about him now. He did have some pretty electric fucking plays, super quick. Now we got the Panthers. I can't wait to watch them. Like I said, it doesn't mean they're gonna be good. I just think their offense is gonna be a hell of a lot more exciting now that they have McMillan, Big X, Rico Dowdle in the running room with Chuba Hubbard, Bryce, who's just showing so much promise, the defense that I hope is healthy. You want this to be the feel-good story of the season. Moving on, we got Washington. Can't wait to watch them. It's good for football that bad teams are all of a sudden like turning it around. Like Washington, they weren't good for so long. Now when they are, it's new. You want to watch it. Like I said with the Raiders, they have a chance to actually be decent this year. You want to watch it. To me, that's like one of the best things in football. Obviously, there's teams like the Vikings and the Rams who I'll always be excited to watch, or typically have always been excited to watch. But it's these big mystery ones and, you know, the new upcoming ones that I think really do just captivate me the most. Funny enough, we are now on to the Jets, a team that I've been saying for offseason after offseason, it would be good for the game of football if they were finally good, but they just never are. That being said, they will go in the middle. I am excited to watch Justin Fields play there, but I don't think this is going to be the year of the Jets by any means. I think this will be a 7-8 win season maybe, and they also have the floor of about a 2 to 3 win season. Moving on, we have the Cardinals. I'm pretty stoked to watch the Cardinals, dude. If their offense is good, their team is going to be good. They went absolutely ballistic on their defense in the draft and in the offseason. Defense should not be a problem with the Arizona Cardinals anymore. The problem, that shouldn't still be a problem, by the way, is consistency with Kyler Murray and also the growth and development of Marvin Harrison Jr. And also, Kyler Murray isn't a bad quarterback, but there's just certain games where the guy is incredibly average, and it seems like those are much more often than the games when he is completely on fire. And I've said this a million times, and I will reiterate it. Have him run the fucking ball more again. Now, moving on, we have the Colts. I don't give a fuck, and I don't give 2 fucks on Tuesdays. Gonna be Zaire Franklin leading the league in tackles and a bunch of handoffs to Jonathan Taylor because they don't have a quarterback. Tyler Warren would be cool if they had someone who could throw him the ball. Now we got the Steelers. Snoozers. They're a historic team, which does make them a draw, but I haven't been excited for a Steelers game in a couple of years, and more times than none when I do watch a Steelers game, they're not very entertaining. They're a very textbook team. They don't do anything flashy. They know how to win, and they play to win. Now we got the Buffalo Buffalo Bills, of course I can't wait to watch my boys. They're my favorite fucking team. The day I'm not excited to watch a Buffalo Bills football game is the day I'm no longer an NFL fan. That'll take us to the Falcons. They're in the middle. I'm not gonna go out of my way if I see a Falcons game on TV, unless they're playing the team that I like to support, but gonna be interesting to see how Penix performs, and it's always gonna be interesting to watch Bijan Robinson and Drake London play. And that brings us to the Titans. I mean, I'm probably in the middle with them at this point. I'm not going to call them snoozers or say I don't care like I previously probably would have. They have a new quarterback. Cam Ward is going to be extremely interesting no matter who you are, but it's also probably a reality to assume that the Titans are just going to fucking suck. Moving on, we got Seattle. I promise you this is not an insult in any way, shape, or form, but they're a snoozer to me. I'm not drawn to that team. I do think the draft pick of Jalen Milroe was interesting, though. I wonder if that's even a possibility right now, or if it's just purely going to be a project. Assuming with what they paid Sam, they're not going to plan on playing him this year. Moving on, we have the Patriots. I'm unfortunately kind of excited to see what they do this year with Mike Vrabel. I think they're going to be a pest of a team. They're going to be a team that shouldn't be very good, but every single game they're going to make you work as hard as you fucking ever have for a victory. Now we got Houston right in the middle. I almost put them as snoozers, dude. They bored the shit out of me last year because they were a boring team last year. They would have played in a different division. They wouldn't have even made the fucking playoffs. And it also sucks that Tank Dell is going to be missing, you know, like I said, potentially the whole season, the last I heard, but the new Jaden Higgins guy, he could be a nice replacement for now. Now we got the Chiefs. I don't fucking care. I'm sure you guys probably expected that to come. Unless they're losing. Like, I don't want to hear anything about the Chiefs. I don't want to watch the Chiefs. I don't want to listen to the Chiefs. None of that. When you lose to a team so consistently like Buffalo has to Kansas City, it's like trying to eat a food that you puked off of. You can't eat it anymore. I can't watch the Chiefs anymore. And ending, we have the Chargers. Pretty stoked. I think no matter who is on that team at all times, and they do have an exciting team, by the way, but Jim Harbaugh will make it a thrilling experience for the viewers. And that is also it, ladies and gentlemen, for my excitement levels for every NFL team after the draft. It's also obviously where I'm going to end the video for the day. Let me know in the comments which teams you're excited and not very excited to watch. In the meantime, I'm going to get this edited so you guys can watch this on time. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Show any support. You know I appreciate it. But until next time, take care of yourselves.